What's up, guys? This Drifts and Lifts here. All right, so today's episode, we got a little bit of gravy for you guys. So tonight, Dark Lotus Drift Team is hosting an event at Mission Speedway. So it's the Drift and Drag, so it's a Friday night. And as you can see, our whole world is basically hotboxed right now. The forest fires in British Columbia here are super bad, and basically the whole world is smoky. I don't know if you can notice it on the camera super well, but it's smoked out really bad. So what we're going to be doing, guys, because as you can see, the panel wagon is not operable right now, quite yet. So unfortunately, it's going to be another one of those days where I just want to drift. I feel like drifting, and we're going to take Harold the Beater 940. So he is sitting way over there. That's my Beater 940. You guys have seen that car. We take it off jumps. We do kind of whatever we want. We rally it. We take it to drift events. It has no e-brake, and you know, if you're new to the channel, it's basically a stock 940. We'll check it out once we get over there, but it's got a boost controller, a welded 410 rear end, blah blah blah. So we're gonna have a bit of fun in that tonight. We're just gonna go to the event and hopefully throw down a couple tandems with our buddies and that kind of thing. But before we go there, guys, I wanted to show you guys a couple things on the wagon, a little bit of an update. I understand that you guys are probably like, Jesus, Drifts and Lifts. You always, your good car is always out of commission, and you're always just drifting your piece of crap 940. But I promise you, this thing is back and running very soon. It actually is. I can fire it up right now. But so I want to give a really big shout out, guys. If you noticed the last video, actually, you know, one of the last videos where we did the competition in this car, I blew up my turbocharger. So I had a holset HE341 on there, and actually I've gone through 2 holsets on this car so far. So for some reason, the holsets were blowing up and they were starting to fail. The compressor wheel was rubbing on the compressor housing, and the bearings were going inside them. So what was actually happening, shout out to actually the newest sponsor of the Drifts and Lifts YouTube channel, Total Turbo Services. So that is my buddy Addison. So here's a sticker on my car here. So Total Turbo, Addison is, he's a professional turbo rebuilding company. So he does modified turbos, rebuilds them, sells turbos, that kind of thing. So he actually saw that I was in need of a turbo, and he reached out to me and said, yo, I can hook you up. So this is what he ended up working out for me. Super stoked about it. It's actually just a rebuilt. He basically just rebuilt my turbo that was blown up, and it's good to go now. So while he was at it, he actually put a billet wheel in. So if you guys check that out. So the turbo is beautiful. As you can see, it's full refurbished. It's basically a brand new turbo. So Addison was able to tell me the reason why my other turbos were failing was because I didn't notice this before, but a holset turbo is actually supposed to run a -12 drain line, so it's like that big or whatever, and I was only running a -10 drain line, and the problem is I was running the stock feed line, so it's a metal feed line with a banjo bolt, and it had no restrictor on it, and more or less the turbo was getting too much oil, and it couldn't actually get rid of the oil quick enough, so it was, you know, blowing out the seals and causing the shaft to have resistance and do some weird stuff. So what I did is I got a 1.5 millimeter oil restrictor, and we're running a braided line now. So that should be good. That should be oil. You know, these turbos do like as much oil as you can give them, but if you can't drain it, it's gonna cause problems. So this is a journal bearing turbo. So this oil restrictor is not a super small one. It's like a 1.5 millimeter. I know guys go all the way down to like a 1 millimeter or 0.5 millimeter even for ball bearing turbos. So this should still be enough oil to cool the turbo and, you know, provide it with adequate lubrication, but it shouldn't be blowing out the seals and over oiling the turbo like I was before. So go check out Total Turbo Services. I got his website link in the description of this video. So if you guys got turbo stuff you want done, like I said, rebuilds, upgrades, and just, you know, where to buy a really sick turbo, check him out, give him a shout. Anyways, guys, the other thing I did on the panel wagon before we get heading to the event here is I installed a new transmission. So unfortunately, you guys are gonna facepalm, but I put another M47 transmission in this thing. So I had it laying around. It's actually the transmission from Miss Huff. If you guys are new to the channel, check out the old videos. Miss Huff was my legendary NA built drift car, but this tranny, the reason I put it in this wagon, honestly, I know I said I was going to do a BMW ZF transmission swap, and that's still in the plans for very soon, hopefully. But I just wanted to get the car going. You know, it's still nice out, it's still summertime, and I wanted to drive the car you know, while the weather is nice, and I didn't want to have to wait like potentially a couple months for the BMW ZF swap. So what we did is I figured it doesn't really matter if I blow this transmission up as well, because this transmission, when I had it in Miss Huff, it actually grinded, you know, that this transmission went through the ringer in Miss Huff. So it grinds into second and it grinds into third. So it's not really a transmission I want to put in the new NA build anyways. When I do the NA build that I'm planning on doing soon, I'm just going to get a healthy M46 that doesn't grind into gears, and we're going to throw that in, because the NA build's not going to have a ton of torque, so it's not going to be super stressful on the transmission. So, you know, we're going to hope that this M47 transmission hangs in here for a little while. Hopefully I can get a couple events out of it and a little bit of fun, right? So anyways, guys, let's go have some fun. Let's go do some drifts. Look at this beauty of a car. What a reliable piece of machinery. So, let's give her. Alright guys, so I'm just filling up gas in Harold here. So I don't know what gas prices are like where you guys are, but that's what we're working with for premium here. So believe it or not, it's actually cheaper to run the panel wagon on a half ethanol mixture, because ethanol is a lot cheaper in BC. So this is brutal though. It's probably gonna cost me like $60 in gas just to drift today. All right guys, so I just arrived at Mission Speedway, our local racetrack basically. It's the only, it's the best one we got around. So this is really cool guys. Tonight we're doing drift and drag. So I didn't sign up for the drag racing portion because I didn't really want to go run like a mid-16 in this thing, but wait, look at this guy over here. My friend James in his 740. What's up? All right guys, so we got my friend James here. Looks like he's got a full new setup going. What's up, dude?
Not too much, man. You doing good?
Yeah, yeah. So, there you go. She's got the goods under here. So it looks like we got an eBay aftermarket manifold with some like GT35 turbo or something, T3, T4 or something like that. I don't know, I even painted the valve cover. Looks pretty good in here. Oh, an external wastegate. Look at that, eh? Sweet, right on. So I think this car is still on LH 2.4, right?
Yeah.
So this drag strip actually, guys, is it's known to, people say it's one of the fastest tracks in like North America, and that's because the elevation is sea level, and BC weather is pretty humid, so I think all that kind of adds up to, you know, good horsepower numbers basically. So the cars usually go a little bit faster on this track than they would. Wow. 1469 and a 1288. That was like some sleeper looking Ford. Pretty sweet.
Guys ready?
All right guys, first lap. So the first lap with the 940 was just, it was whatever. This car, I think it's like how hot it is outside or something. It feels down on power. So we're just gonna hang out and do a couple more laps, and yeah, I'm not really looking to set any drift records in this thing today, that's for sure. This car has too many mufflers on it. So this is my good friend Cody Ross, guys. He just arrived. I didn't even know he was coming, so this is a nice treat. So this is his 4.8 LS powered Volvo 740 drift car. It's a beauty. If you guys haven't seen the competition video, go check it out. He was drifting this as well.
L33.
Check this out. His exhaust setup is really interesting because with the 4.8, however he did it, I guess the factory header did not fit. So he went this way, wrapped all the way around.
It's stock, but it has a sloppy seat. And it actually, and it has
automatic transmission, first and second gear all day, baby. This is really cool.
My lawnmower looks great.
Alright, so we're gonna do like a warm-up run with Cody here. I've only done one lap so far. I gotta get out here and get some laps done. This car's front tire grip is non-existent. Both of us are having a little bit of issues. This car is hitting fuel cut, so I turned the boost all the way down, so it's running like stock boost. The car feels really slow, I don't know. But Cody says it's actually not drifting that slow, because his car is not drifting too much faster. Cody had a fan issue, so he fixed that up, so that's all good. His car is getting a bit hot, so he got the fan working again. And hopefully by the end of the day, I can take this thing for a lap or two. And then Cody, if he wants, he can take that piece of crap for a lap or two.
a laugh or two.
Yeah, for a laugh or two. Guys, so to be honest, I'm pretty tired of drifting Harold. It's got a bit of a weird issue where it's kind of hitting fuel cut and losing power halfway through the run. So it's making it a little bit unpredictable because it'll lose power all of a sudden and you got to like steer into it so you can keep the drift going. But maybe I'll take Cody's car for a rip. Just maybe. We will see. took Cody's car for a rip. That was really fun. His angle setup that he's got on there is really cool. I'll have to show you guys sometime when it's not dark out, but it's full custom. Oh my God, there's a mosquito on my back. Oh my God. Yeah, more. Scratch it. Yeah. But anyways, not a whole lot of action tonight. You know, we did like 4 or 5 runs in the Herald, the 940. But like I said at the beginning of the video, we're gonna get the panel wagon going really soon here. So hopefully that turbo is gonna hold in for me with the new restrictor. And yeah, that's about it for today, guys. Like and subscribe for medium rare Volvo steak. Peace out.